What's going on, YouTube? So we're back at it again, another Smite Clash game. Here we got predominantly physical team. So more likely we're going to go to a mage setup. Loki should be able to kind of peel for us along with the Ravana. Just basically harass people in the back line. And the guy locked in Raijin. So what we're probably going to shoot for is I'm kind of torn between Zhong Kui, Giannis, and Zeus at this point. I think I would like to go for Yanis for the escape, but if I portal people at the wrong time, I could potentially upset my team. This is where it gets tough. You just gotta kind of look at what you got and hope to pick for the best. I necessarily don't want to play a rank 10 right now, but what we're probably gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and pick that Zhong Kui. He switched to Bakasura. That works out even better in our favor for Zhong. With my ultimate, his ultimate going through, it's basically death, whoever gets near us. The only issue right now is the enemy's team comp is a very, very easygoing team comp. They have a lot of CC, they have a lot of healing. The Cupid can pop heals, the Chang'e can pop heals, the Anubis has a heal, the Hercules has a heal, the Arachne has a heal. So we're more than likely going to be looking into going to something presumably like a Divine Ruin. When I look at some of these gods up here, the Jingwei and the Ravana or Raven, they don't look like the best players. They might need a little bit of help, but what we're going to do today is we're going to try and give them the best help we can. It'd be nice if they ask questions or they don't take things a little too seriously, like, hey, don't tell me how to play or don't give me advice that's going to help us win. I'm pissed off because we're losing.
Gold meat.
But to each their own. We'll do what we can. We'll try to help everybody out, but what we're going to probably start doing right now is we're going to get that Sansa time. We're going to want to stay in lane as long as possible. Absolutely as long as possible. We're not going to want to leave lane for pretty much anything. And we're probably going to go and just load up on pots. I know it's kind of a rare thing. It's a little weird. But we're going to go with pots and we're going to go with beads. Because we will get pulled, we will get yoinked, and we will get wrapped. It's gonna happen. Just one of those things. The reason why I'm going with health pots and multi-pots is for just a health regen with a little bit of mana on top. I like to pre-med with gods that have very limited escapes like Zhong Kui. I like to basically finagle people and have some crazy regen where and that's not good, but thankfully we have those health spots just to go in.
That could have gone better.
This Cupid's probably going to try and... Oh, there he goes, he uses heart bomb, so we're pretty safe from him right now. That's pretty crappy, that was pretty good on them. I wasn't even looking at the mini-map, I just saw the Chang'e little disc dance thing come out, and then... I kind of figured they were behind me, but realistically, when I saw the Arachne web, I brain farted and I thought she was on my team. So we're just going to go ahead and pick this up a little bit. So we're going up against pretty much what looks like solo queues. We're just going to go and heal that right back up. This Anubis won't be able to really lane with us yet. Later in game, it's going to come down to builds who can lane better. But hopefully that's not taken. I don't see anybody with blue just yet. You're going to eat it? There you go. We're going to go and just even up our pots.
Incoming right.
So in this situation, we can't really leave. We need to stay in and try to do something. That was laggy. That was laggy as can be. Looks like I'm sitting about 122, 123. Normally I'm in the 80s. That's gonna be our #1 game plan. We gotta keep this Baka fed. We do not need to steal away from this Baka.
Nice job. I am hungry. Be careful, middle.
We were able to steal that. That's good. Good for us. Good for us. That Sands of Time is actually really paying off right now. I don't know what's going on right now. That's a little awkward. I think I was getting a little used to that ping. So now we're at max stacks. We're actually pretty tanky for a mage.
Be careful left. All the back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little awkward what we're gonna do, because normally I would like to go straight into stacks. I realistically would. But, you know, I'd rather have boots on Zhong Kui. That early game penetration just dominates, because if you put your dot on somebody, even if you don't get to them, to exercise the demons with his 2, it's still going to do quite the damage. And look at that. As soon as we get boots, we full clear. No problem. People are going to be like, oh yeah, it's because you leveled up exorcism, oh you stayed in lane kind of long, but still, full clear is way different. Look at that, the Anubis doesn't even want none of it. And just putting our dot on the minions pretty much killed him. 1 or 2 more levels and it'll just finish him off for us.
I don't know what I expected. Your team did something.
Okay.
That was a complete misplay by the team right there. They need to not aggress into a situation like that. We had low numbers. We already lost somebody. That was something this Ravana. Oh my god, he's building crit on Ravana.
I'll make good use of this.
It's not gonna work. But I mean, you know what? Just let him do his thing. A loss is a loss, just like a win is a win. Who cares? Hopefully it'll be a learning experience, but I don't really want to instigate someone who's probably already tilted. Can't imagine, you know, some people not being tilted. I'm tempted just to ask him anyway. Yeah, I think I am. Like, he honestly should be building into defense immediately. A breastplate of valor, you know, maybe even a shifter shield if he isn't that sure.
I'm building stacks. Okay. I'm building stacks. Yes!
That is just dumb play
Be careful left.
on the Jingwei's part. She is trying to build stacks too, but my stacks are a little more important than her getting Transcendent. She realistically should just be trying to get Transcendence off kill stacks.
On my way.
But
Your team did something.
Hi. Retreat left
This
lane.
must be how your parents feel.
that's kind of crappy. But
That is your enemy, and so our hero story
I don't
begins.
understand what that guy was doing. I don't like having to dive in to try and help people like that, or even pop my ult, because I lose my tankiness, and it's really stupid. But the Ravana gave me realistically no chance because he's building into crit. He's not building defense,
Your left tower is under
and you know he decided to run back in when he was out. I mean, you know, he got pulled a little bit, but let's be honest, he could have just used his overhead kick and immunity, the pull, and the damage, and just walked away. And I don't know, it's just really questionable, and it's really showing that these are brand new players. It's just awkward that we're dealing with this. Wow, he doesn't have a gem master.
Retreat left lane! Retreat left lane! Retreat left lane!
Our hero's story begins.
No, this person's probably just gonna block him after this too, because he has no idea what he's doing. I don't really know what happened there. My dot never even came out. But whoever's pinging needs to really shut up. This is kind of stupid. The Ravana just sold an item after getting beat stick. This is pretty bad. But, you know, this is the price you pay for solo queuing, especially after hard resets. I'm used to players, like, just playing with pro people pretty often, more rather than not, or other YouTubers, so you kind of have a better game because people understand what they can do. And they, oh my lord, what is this man doing in his life? I don't know. I know I'm not perfect, but I try to play the best of my ability, and it usually works out in my favor. But we just need to keep that Cupid away from us, because every time he ults, we have to burn bees. That just realistically sucks ass. Because I'm gonna try and take this actually. That's fine. This stupid Baka can get the hell out of here. He's not doing much of anything, and he's building into. Like, yeah. I don't know why the Raijin came to my lane. In all reality, he needs to, me and him need to be in separate lanes for 95% of the laning phase.
I'm building stacks.
He's already done building stacks. He needs a quick clearing lane. That's just one of the little things.
Careful. Awesome.
Wow.
Enemies
You're
incoming,
back.
incoming, right. Enemies incoming, right.
This is a busted game, pretty much. That's what really sets me off, is when people just sit in one lane and they don't call out, they don't try to help, they just sit there, you know, like they're a bot. That really, really upsets me. That is about the worst thing you can do in Smite, is sit there like you're a freaking bot and not do anything. Like, if they made call-outs, awesome, great. If, you know, if they tried to rotate, even better. But when people just sit in their lane and, oh, don't worry, they'll be fine. You know, if it wasn't for me calling out, like, retreat, you know, that Raijin might not have made it. I, of course, died, but I also ate, like, 3 ults right there. It's just really, it's really frustrating.
Retreat left lane.
Rampage.
Double life. I would not. Well, that's kind of a weird item for the comp they have. They have plenty of life steal and just natural healing and kitted healings. Interesting plays. If this Cupid wants to continually sit there,
An enemy has been slain.
Enemies middle lane.
that was really good ult. Oh, he's so close
Your
to
team did
nice.
something.
Right on.
I'll hit him with a U-Rock.
Enemies incoming right.
This Warlock stash is starting to pay off, but once it gets fully stacked,
Be careful right.
that's when we'll really start to shine as Zhong Kui. But this Arachne already has chin size, which is the main worry of that team. If the Cupid gets chin size, we're in a little bit of trouble. We're not going to be as tanky as we truly want to be. But now we can move up to Divine Ruin, another penetration item, but the anti-heal is the main reason we're getting it. That is the true reason we're getting it. What's probably going to happen is I'm also going to pick up Spear of Magus, because that dot damage that comes from our 1 that helps me initiate my 2 is going to slowly shred their defense, any that they might have. Now that's a very interesting build. Double stacking is a huge concern with a lot of people, and I think it's a waste of time. You don't become viable until so late in the game. I mean, she has 4 kills, so she got really quick stacks, so it's not really affecting her in that necessary nature. Then this is just getting to the point where I'm kind of getting a little salty, because he's over here slap fighting a Chang'e when he needs to be chasing this Hercules down. That's the person he needs to be slap fighting. The Chang'e, he's never gonna catch a Chang'e, and yeah, this is just annoying at this point. He's causing the rest of us to lose these team fights because he's not being a viable team member at this point. He's just kind of chilling, doing his own thing. That's gonna get real annoying really quickly. I hate people that, don't even understand a simple laning phase of Clash. Conquest, yeah, if you're a newer player, that's fine. Clash, no, anybody can play Clash. Anybody that used to play Arena can understand Clash. It's simple as all hell, and the fact that people don't even get it really scares me. Like, so now basically my plan has changed. I'm gonna be rolling around.
Attack left lane.
I mean,
Cancel that.
I'm gonna be basically rolling like a fat man on roids. Don't expect to get many kills, but I'm just trying to put that damage down and get this healing out of here. Oof, that's close actually. I think he should have got me. I think that last little move kept me safe.
Retreat.
And this is what I'm talking about right here. Why are there 4 people in that lane when there are 4 people in this lane? At least somebody finally came over, but that's the mythology I'm talking of. Why? How hard is it to understand? Hey, at least make lanes even. The Robin is just running around like an idiot, and we're gonna pay for it as a team. Might be adding some Rust content to my channel. Was able to immune that out, thankfully. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Spear of the Mages, and I'm only getting this item because I'm probably gonna sell my boots and trade over to cooldown boots later on. Because I'm not necessarily building any cooldown boots.
Be careful left. Enemies incoming left.
Like they're watching the Cupid just freely roam around from left lane to right lane to left lane. No one's calling him out, and that's very upsetting because they should be. He's the ADC of the team. He has a massive CC ult. I don't understand what that was for. Thankfully, I have almost full stacks on my passive. I mean, it'll make me a little bit better, so...
Retreat!
Our hero was celebrated, inspiring his allies with unending violence.
Going up.
And so, our hero's story begins. Yeah, that makes sense.
Be careful, right?
I don't understand why he's diving so deep. Give him that little jiggle. Zhong Kui actually basically free moves and strafes in any direction is similar to a Medusa passive. Whenever he does his exorcism, makes him very quick and he can move on a dime. So hopefully that will continue throughout the game.
Why can't you be more like your ally?
Enemies incoming right!
I hate that.
Enemies incoming right! Enemy missing left.
So what we're probably gonna do is not get caught up. Whatever, he missed me anyway. Okay, that was kind of an interesting move. So we're almost stacked. I mean, we've been getting basically the bad bunch, in my opinion, with who we're getting here. However, you can't really choose your teammates when you solo queue, which is kind of annoying. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight into a gem of ISO. It's gonna make us a little more tanky. We're gonna get that CCR reduction, which is always nice. The extra 10%, especially on Chang'e ult or Cupid ult or an Arachne wrap up. You know, stuff like that. That extra 10% can be the difference between living or dying.
Enemies incoming right!
There we go. And now what we really need to do is just be very careful. He's going in for it. He's got no fucks given. And we're getting up there. The Zhong Kui, like we just hit level 20. I think our itemization is what's causing us to be that 1 point shy. I mean, now that, you know, our Warlock Sash is definitely getting up there in stacks, you know, we're getting a Gem of ISO, which is a huge power boost.
Suit up!
We can really start moving straight into this Tahuti. We're going to keep our pin boots until we get Tahuti, because we're going to need all that extra pin we can get until Tahuti pushes us over the top. We're going to need all that extra little help. So we got to stack out of that. Just a little help. He might be annoyed by it, he might not. He's full stack with a Book of Toad. He seems to be doing alright. Ooh.
That could have gone better.
What I planned to do was, right there, was to stun him, hopefully as he was dashing, but I was a little slow on it. And then the Raijin could just jump in if he had his jump, or just hit him once. Never know.
Enemies incoming left! Thanks. Enemies incoming right!
Doesn't necessarily do much.
Shut down.
I don't even know what happened on there. I mean, he looked like he was maybe full health.
This must be for your parents' deals.
Yeah, just go ahead and meet this fucking dude. Like, whatever he wants to. I don't even want to hear his reasoning. That is beyond belief of a fucking throw. I expected him to ult in immediately and start harassing because I was about to position to ult, and he just left.
Awesome.
That is.
Yes. Event right leg. Event right leg. Event right leg. Event right leg.
You know, he lost his both towers right there, in my opinion. He lost his both towers. I don't see why he would even transition to left lane.
That could have gone better.
An enemy has been slain.
You know, this Raijin's getting a lot of good kills going on. He's putting down a good bit of damage though. I don't know why he's saying kick. Like, that's some little Reddit fanboy. Yeah, that going off what he's building, he's definitely off of Reddit. That's pretty absurd right there, especially building a Bloodforge over an Aussie with Bakasura. You don't even need lifesteal, but if you feel like it would help. As soon as I get to Hootie, that's gonna stop real quick. And this would be the portion of the game where I would consider getting some form of lifesteal, a Bancroft's Town or Book of the Dead, something of that nature. But in all reality, I think it's because of my Warlock Sash that I'm not able to really go that route. At the same time, you know, I do have a lot of extra pin. But it only helps. A triple lifesteal Anubis.
Be careful, right?
Interesting. What is this guy doing? Murder somebody. He needs to be diving on them with his ultimate.
Why can't you be more like your ally?
Chasing a kill instead of helping the team.
Make good use of this.
You can't beat it, man. This is like pretty far up there to how good.
Your Titan is under attack. Your right Phoenix is under attack.
Oh man. Oh yeah, go ahead and pick up our food.
Under attack. Bye now.
That was pretty absurd, but you know, when you come to that game, try not to be too salty or too BM inside the game. You know, this guy just sent me a message like,
You ready to ride the lightning?
I don't know if he was sent it to everybody else, but maybe he was picking up what I was pinging or just saying in general. But best thing to do is just block those people and move on. Y'all have a good one.